Alright, YouTube, so we got it in the garage and we got concrete on both sides. That's a plus. Anyway, so we've done some more research, I guess you would say. But we tried, I actually got another cam sensor, cam position sensor. Tried it, it's doing the same thing. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna jerk these valve covers off. We're gonna jerk the valve covers off, and we're going old school and we're going to check them. So let me show you a head that's on the car, on the white car, and show you how these things are made. So these, your cams run down through here, and these are little buckets. These buckets will come out of these heads, and underneath this is your valve with your spring keepers and everything like that. So as you can see, they have a little lip on them run all the way around, and then this piece is spinning inside of that, right? Well, these are shims. This is how you adjust your valves on these cars. So what we're going to do is we're going to check them all and make sure they're all good, make sure we don't have one too tight, one too loose, anything like that, and see if that's our issue. So of course, when we go to do it, y'all will be along with the process. I'm actually going to start right now. I'm going to start jerking these valve covers off, and yeah, see if we can start measuring these things at least. You don't have to take the timing belt off. You can actually just, take the plugs off, spin the motor over, whatever, check it that way. But I think for accessibility and easiness to turn, I'm actually going to take the timing belt off, and that way I can just spin the cams. Now, these motors, the valves do not hit the pistons, so don't have to worry about that. There's clearance there. So turning the cam without the timing belt hooked up, it will not hit the pistons on these motors. So let's get to work. All right, hopefully the music in the background don't get me, but here's the gist of it. These cans run on this. Here's my feeler gauges. They're rough looking. Look at here, y'all. It will not go, and that is my 1006 on my intake side. And of course, it ain't gonna go to that one because that's my bigger one of the two. So, yeah. So my intake valves are tight on that one at least. I'm gonna check some of those in the check. But in order to check this, what you'll do is you just put a wrench on this right here and you just turn the cam over on both sides. And this is a non-interface motor, so the valves will not hit. So we can do that without turning the whole motor over. So let's get it. Okay, y'all, so when we pulled the plugs out, I was looking at them. Plugs 2, 3, let's see, plugs 3, 4, and 5 seem to be burning better than plugs 6, 1, and 2. Well, we found out this is the maximum tolerance, and these things have 4 valves per cylinder, 2 intake, 2 exhaust per cylinder. So those are loose, both of those are loose, one of those are loose, I think, and then 6 is loose. So I've got 3 cylinders with loose intake valves, and then 1 cylinder with 1 loose intake valves. So we're gonna have to go in here, put a little bit thicker shim in it, get them shimmed up. Hopefully that'll fix our problem, y'all. So I don't know if they started going a little bit loose and then being on the 2-step made them, well, I don't know. But anyway, it's 1989 motor, so who knows if anything's been done. But so I got 3 cylinders that both valves are loose. They're too loose at the maximum tolerance. Their maximum tolerance is like 0.010, so 10 thousandths, and they're actually, I can almost get the 11 thousandths to go under. So they're all loose. We're going to tighten them up. We're going to draw everything out, write everything down so we know which ones we need to tighten up. These shims on these, they're also all different sizes, so we might be able to put a shim in a different spot or something. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but go from there. So we're going to start, I guess, writing them down, figure out what we need, and start taking the cam out of it. Alright, y'all, so you can do this without taking the cam out, but we did it. They make a tool that you wrap around the cam, you turn the cam, pushes it down, and you have a little lock, what they call a lock, but it's a little piece of metal that goes in there, holds it down, and then you pull the shims out. These are just little shims. Let me get a magnet and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, you see that? That actually sits on top of this piece here, right there, and that's what is your spacer. How you adjust the valves. You change the thickness of them shims. Let me see if I can get this whole bucket out. Alright, y'all, so there's the valve spring. This bucket goes down in there over that valve spring, and then these right here pop out. As you've seen, they come out, and that's your shim. See, this comes out, and that's how you adjust the thickness. So if you need, it goes to the cam, and the cam rides right on that. So what we gotta do is I took all my measurements, I wrote them down over there. I'm gonna have to go through and find me some shims, which I have some out there, and find out which ones are the right ones, and put them where I need to put them, and put it back together. Hopefully it runs. So let's see. This video is for you, Anthony. There's my cams. There's the bucket, sits right on top of the valve, and then these shim pieces come out of the top of the buckets. And that's how you adjust them. You change your shim size to get your valves how you want them. And just put it back down, slide it back on, put your cam back on. All right, y'all. So I don't know what's up with the camera. Sorry, it's blurry as crap. I must have oil or something on it. We got everything back together. We got the cams on. I got to tighten the cam bolts up. I might do that real fast. We got everything back together. I'm going to put new plugs in it. Put my catch can back on and all that stuff, and fire it up. That's probably gonna be on the next video. So that's gonna be it for that. Hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it fixes the problem. If it don't, who knows, might end up having to put a different motor in this thing. I don't know. Hopefully we can figure something out, or get somebody to look at it. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But appreciate y'all watching. He don't even know what he's doing trying to get the four-wheeler in here. Chris, look, bud, look. But you're gonna hit the car, son. You gotta turn it more. Look. Struggle bus. He's on the struggle bus. Alright, anyway, that's it for this one, y'all. Hopefully, tomorrow, we'll start this thing up and it'll run nice and smooth. Let's hope for that. But that's it for this one, y'all. See y'all next time.